Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Nashawn.
And I'm King Caleb.
And you are watching Winning in Life.
Let's get into it.
Real talk. Roll the intro. All right, guys. It's been a minute. Maybe a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it hasn't been too much. But, we're back. And, we got, just a new little piece of equipment here. Nothing too crazy.
Just a little investing in ourselves.
Yeah, real talk. Always got to keep investing in yourself.
Yes, sir.
Always. So this episode, we are going to talk about something from this amazing book that I actually don't have right here. But I've mentioned it a couple times. And it is The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, man. It's a phenomenal book. I just finished it. Right, this man right here just gave it to me, and I'm just like, it's a really good book, man. If you want control over your life, if you want to just do better, if you want to have a really good mindset, bro, this is the book to do it, man. Like it's that powerful. It's that powerful.
All facts.
So, I really wanted to delve deep on one of the habits. Right, essentially, the book talks about 7 habits that make you, an effective person. Whatever you want to do in your life, as long as you have these habits, these principles, you'll be fine. No matter the economy that we're in, no matter how many years, decades, centuries pass, if you have these 7 habits, like, you're fine, like you're Gucci, right? I know somebody was like, I don't know if these habits are relevant anymore. I'm like, bro, he literally says in the book.
It's relevant pretty much forever. It doesn't change.
Right. And like we're always a big proponent of like reading, because reading is really
essential
good
for personal growth.
Right.
That book, I've had like 2 or 3 people, because I used to have it next to my desk at work, and like I've had many people just tell me, "Oh man, this book has changed my life." So it changed my life. It changed our lives. I believe it changed your lives too, guys.
Right. Real talk, man. So, There's the first 3 habits are the private victory, which is like the 3 habits, the 3 things that you have to do for yourself. Like nobody else can do that for you. Nobody else can tell you what you want in life.
Right.
Nobody else can tell you, what you value, what's important to you. So that comes with you. And then there's the next 3 habits, which is the public victory, which is understanding other people. It's about, connecting with other people, thinking win-win, right? Abundance mentality type stuff. And then there's the last habit, which is sharpen the saw, which is just straight, hey, your life, like this life is always about continuous improvement. And that's essentially where we're about, right? What we're always about is we're always trying to continuously improve. So the main habit, like all the habits are really good, right? And you have to know, what's important to you. You have to know that you are in control of your life, right? We just did a video a few weeks ago, take control of your life, essentially based on that first habit, which is being proactive. And so there's a second one, which is begin with the end in mind, which is knowing your goals. But this third one, I just feel like it's just so freaking phenomenal, man. Like out of all the habits, this one like really, really hit me for some reason. And it was literally just put first things first, right? And like that's literally it. Like literally put first things first. Like there's this quadrant, right? I'm gonna put a thing right here for it, and there's these 4 quadrants. Urgent and important. And a lot of people are doing things that might seem urgent, but they're not important, right? Or they're just not important and they're not urgent, and they're just living in this box of, oh, I'm just always going to be stress free, I'm not going to get comfortable or anything at all. And it's like, no, if you really want to thrive in life, you have to be in the box, which is not urgent but important,
right? And
you were like, wait, what? Because a lot of things like your health or exercise or building that business, it's not urgent. Nobody's saying, hey man, you gotta do this stuff right now,
or you're gonna die or something,
right? But it's so important because it's gonna help you. It's that long-term gratification, delaying gratification, right, that you have to really invest in, that you really have to be like, yo, I could be playing Xbox right now.
Right.
Right. Playing the new Halo, which is great, by the way. But, I'm going to take a little bit of time to, invest in myself, read a book, watch a YouTube video, just do something that I really want to do, man. And I don't know if that showed up at all in anything in your life, or like, what do you think about that habit when you read that in the book? Like,
Man, when I read that habit, I was like, dang, because procrastination is a real thing, obviously.
right, absolutely.
And I'd be thinking, I need to do something, but I don't really need to do it now. It could wait. Especially like when it comes to like my morning routine and my night routine, I have to do it. You know what I mean? When it comes to me praying or going to the gym, I know I need to go to the gym. I know no one is forcing me, holding my hand. Hey man, you don't go to the gym, I'm gonna beat you. Blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? Oh, you don't pray. You curse forever. It's just for my personal development and for my mental, development. I know certain things like budgeting. I know I got a budget. No one is forcing me to budget either. Like I'm not gonna get arrested for not budgeting. You know what I mean? So like when I seen that, I was like, yo, and it was the third habit, right?
yeah, that's the third one.
Third habit, well, I'll say it's probably one of the most important habits in that book.
Right.
Top 3, yeah. But yeah, that's my personal thing with that when I read that.
Right. And he essentially he's just saying that most of the things that we do aren't towards the goals that we want.
Right.
And that's why it's important to know that you're in control in your life and know like what you want in life.
Right.
Because then you can schedule it. And one of the most fire bars from the book, bro, I think you highlighted it too, where it's like, I think he said, the point is to not to prioritize your schedule, but to schedule your priorities. Yes. And I was like, yo, like, what?
Yeah.
Like he said, like, your schedule is not supposed to be your master. It's there to help you.
Right.
And I'm just like, yo, that's
it's like
crazy.
an assistant.
Right.
Right.
And I'm like, no, it's, you could have no schedule, which is not good, because then you'll just do whatever.
Right.
But then you could be so rigid with the schedule. I have to do this. It's on my schedule. It's like, no, it's just a reminder to tell you, hey, this is important and you need to do it.
Right.
And I'm like, yo, there's a lot of things that we need to do, but just really just prioritizing, like just the things that you really need to do that are important, but not urgent, man. I just feel like that is huge.
Right.
That's like you're saying, like you could just put it off because it's not urgent. There's nobody saying like, yo, you need to do it right now. Nobody's about to beat you up about going to the gym.
Right.
And yet, like, we have to, like, it's so freaking important for our own personal growth, man.
Facts.
It's just crazy, bro. Like, I know we talk about like delayed gratification long term, and even though, right now we're abstaining from a lot of things to focus on our career, it's like to other people, to the world, like this isn't urgent.
Exactly.
But
to us, we know it's important for the long term.
Right.
Sacrificing now for the long term. And we're both trying to live a comfortable, great life.
Right.
So we're doing what we need to do right now. And, people may be like, oh, why are they doing that? Why are they not always partying with us? Why are they not always drinking with us? But when you don't understand the mission, we're mission driven,
right.
Purpose driven.
Right.
And we're doing what's required to get to that destination.
Yeah.
By all means.
By all means, man. And that's why it's like, yo, we got to stop fooling around and just put first things first.
Exactly.
Brody, like literally that's it. Put first things first. Stop, doing all that stuff that is not good for you. Like cut it out and
right.
just, as crazy as it sounds, like literally just do what you need to do that you're supposed to. And just put it first. Do it.
Exactly. Like you may have to, schedule a date for a later time. You have a date with someone. You may have to schedule it for a later time because you gotta do what you need to do first.
Right.
The important thing, because like dates, having fun, it'll always be there.
Yeah.
Clothes.
Woman, bro, that beautiful woman everywhere, man. There's no shortage of them. There's more beautiful women now than there were 20 years ago, right? So, putting that on hold, man, like they'll always be there. And honestly, that's comforting me. Hey, beautiful woman always be there. Bet, I'll see you in a little bit. You know, I'll see you in a little bit.
Right. And like, when you're purpose driven and you're a purpose, you attract people towards you.
Right.
You're like, yo, what is he on? What is he doing? I want to be around that. You know what I mean?
Right.
You don't have to go out there forcing yourself and not putting things first just to people please too. And when it comes to putting things first, that's mean putting yourself first.
Oof, that is
You know what I mean?
phenomenal.
I'm not saying to be a terrible human being and just be mean and stuff, but you know what you need to do for your life, because when you do good for your life, you're also going to help the people around you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Everyone's going to benefit. Not only are you winning, your whole family, your squad could be winning.
Right. It's just like, when it comes down to it, if you had to choose between, he has like these, later in the book, the WinWin, think WinWin.
Right.
Is that you don't always have to do what everybody else, like, hey man, just come do this, whatever. Like, no, you put yourself first. That doesn't mean you can't hang out with them, like you said, at a later date. It's just, if you had to choose between the two, it's choosing you or choosing your purpose, right? Purpose comes first. If it's you working on your purpose, or a girl saying, hey man, come over, my parents are gone. Maybe you've been waiting for it, but you have your mission. Man, there's something I really got to work on.
Right.
The mission come first. And then after, hey, your parents still out? You can go over and do whatever you want to do. But it's just like, hey, priorities. And that's crazy. It's like, you can still do what you want later. It's just, when it comes down to it, that first thing is first above everything else.
Let's say, like, for example, your friends invite you out on the weekend to the bar or the club, right? And you haven't worked on your business all week. But you're like, you just been working your 9 to 5, but you're like, man, I just want to relax and chill with my friends. But if you work in that business, it will put you 2 times ahead of your life where you at right now. It will put you way ahead. That is putting yourself first. You gotta sacrifice. Hey, sorry, bro, I can't make it today, man. I can maybe next month.
Man, you're a loser, man. You're a loser. You been out of 95, man. You ain't doing nothing with your life, bro. Come on, bro.
Guess what? We'll see who loses at the end.
Man, Caleb always a stinker, man.
Sorry, buddy. Good luck. Go find other friends. I'm on a winning path.
You're right. No, you're right though, man. Like, it's so powerful, man. But I think that if we just kind of get it into the context, a lot of people say like God first,
right?
Instagram bio, God first, and essentially with the same thing, it's just like, you can do all these things, but that your number one thing is like God.
Right.
Right. So if he says, don't do this, don't do that, or there's something that's really important to you, or important to him.
Right.
I'm going to do what he wants me to do, not just what the world wants me to do.
Exactly. It's a perfect point. And I also want to touch on that. You might also have to sacrifice certain people. You shouldn't be with that person, or you shouldn't have these group of friends. And it's important if the mission comes first. And there's certain things that don't align together with you being with that person, or if you having those type of friends.
Yeah.
It's not easy. It is gonna hurt. But when the mission calls you, ring ring, gotta go.
Yeah.
And when God says, something, he don't play around. Like he's and whether we may not see what God is doing for us right now, he's always working for the best.
Right.
He's working on ourselves. We're working on ourselves, and God is also working within us. Right.
No talk, man. So that's you're preaching for the week.
The only time you hear me be a preacher. Just kidding.
Thank you guys for watching. It's been a blessing, man. We're only gonna go up from here.
Only up.
All right.
Forward. And guys, we want you guys to keep winning in life with us.
No talk.
All right, let's keep winning in life. See you on the next episode, guys.
Are you gonna say winning in life again, or how many times are you gonna say it?
Sorry, guys.
Winning in life. Hey, have a good one.